Welcome, weary travelers, to Season 3 of PlanetBase. This time, we will take on the moon and try to establish a colony. What's going on, guys? Drax here, back again in PlanetBase. We are moving on from our last planet. We did very well in that planet, and it was just a matter of time, you know? It's just one of those things. It was just a matter of time before we got started. So we're actually going to jump in. This is a Class M. I assume that it's a moon. Yeah, it's a moon of a gas giant with no atmosphere, which leaves it very exposed to meteors and solar flares, and unable to support wind turbines. Best news I've heard all day. I think that's going to be really, really cool. Light amount high. Solar panels are going to operate at full capacity. Not suitable for wind turbines. Sandstorm risk none. Solar flare risk high. And meteor risk high. So that means we're going to want to get some lasers on quick. And we're also going to want to get a control center on quick. So, all right. Where, oh where, shall we go in the world, Carmen Sandiego? I'm thinking this spot right there. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead. During the lifetime of your base, your personnel needs may vary. Well, we know that. So here we are. We're on the moon of the gas giant. I hope we can do pretty well with this. Here we are. We're landing. A bunch of craters around, which is rather exciting. But look at that view in the background. Holy mackerel. Here we are. We are starting with a very limited crew this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a bot. This is going to be a rough time. So we have a worker, an engineer, and a biologist. So first things first, as we always do, we're going to go ahead and get the O2 online. Put the O2 over here, and then oh no, not that. We're going to go ahead and throw in the airlock over here. First things right off the bat, right? Next thing is off of the airlock, we are going, requires an oxygen generator. We want to build our solar panels, which I'm super excited to be able to get the solar panels in. Oh man, that's already super close, which is a little terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. Get that built in, and then we'll even get a power generator built in as well. Airlock has been built. With that, we're gonna put in some water. Can I? There we go. Yeah, we'll make that work. And then from there, looks like we'll just kind of have to sit and wait for a second. Let's speed up time here a little bit. But gosh, I wish I could see, I wish I could tilt my camera up a little bit to look at that planet, because that looks just absolutely fantastic. All right, and then off of that, we want to go ahead and get a canteen going pretty darn quick, like so. And then off of that, I also want to get a biodome going relatively quick as well. So we have water, we have oxygen, everything is looking well. Biodome put in, canteen put in, and then a processing factory is going to be just absolutely incredible here, and get that going as well. Now we are building outside of our reach just a little bit, but you know, we got to. We are in a position where, oh goodness, man, the meteors are not a joke. Holy mackerel. Alright, get that up and going. Our oxygen is just leveling out, that's all. Just leveling out and everything. We'll probably see that happen one more time here. Nope, we're actually going back up. Alright, and we are good here. So I'm going to put in a meal machine and a water. For now, that's all we're going to put in. I'm actually going to drop the tops on these as well. And we're going to have some mushrooms and some wheat. How's that sound? Just to get started. Now, I've already screwed up. I have already screwed up. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. I already, I told myself last time that the smallest one was absolutely worthless. It still is absolutely worthless, so I don't know why I bothered. That was my own fault. I'm kind of dumb. But that'll be okay. We'll be able to work through that a little bit here. See all these guys carry this stuff over and get taken care of into there. So And then we're gonna probably work off of this one a little bit. Can you pick up this bioplastic right here? I'd appreciate that. No, you're not gonna cooperate with me, are you? All right, well, I guess I will wait until this is built here. They're carrying stuff out of there. We're running kind of shy on the resources inside, but that's okay. That is okay. Let's see. Get this built. And there we go. Building up. It's taking a sweet little time. We are into survival mode, which is good. We've at least hit that. Wow, this guy is actually taking like a really long time to build this stuff up. Biodome. Alright, so again, a couple of those and a couple of these. And that's all we're going to start with for now. We'll move on to that a little bit later. Our oxygen is going back up, which is good. Are you only going to take the bioplastic from inside there? That's a little annoying. Our first dorm is actually just going to go right over here. So these guys can sleep. And then I'll put a processing plant probably right here and probably a control center right over here. We will most likely restart a couple of times on this one, guys. So just bear that in mind. Please bear with me, understand. But that's just the way that it's gonna kind of go. We got 2 bioplastics. Got 1 more needing to be carried over. Should recycle your colony ship. Okay, let's go ahead and recycle that. Get that taken care of. And as soon as they build this up, we will be set in the matter of bedding. So hopefully that engineer there will go and build that. We'll get that taken care of. You gonna hook it up, engineer? Alright. Engineer's going to build, which is fantastic. So these things operate at 30 on this planet, which is actually really good to know. Got that built up, and then we'll get some beds built in here immediately. So that way we can have these guys sleep, and hopefully the bot will take those in there. So no meals yet. No meals yet. Everyone's pretty tired, which is understandable. So there's going to be people going to sleep. It looks like our engineer went to sleep first, which is kind of rude of him. He didn't finish making the other bed. But yeah, you know, you got to do what you got to do, I guess. Okay. So my next investment here wants to be the control room. But I don't think I'm going to. I think we're probably going to go with a processing plant first. And I'd really like to place this processing plant over here. Power storage is critical. Okay, that's turning. That's turning. We've run out of power. But this thing should be kicking on. There it goes. All right, so we're already running out of power. But again, we have built quite a bit of stuff right off the bat. So we will have to keep that in mind. Next thing is I do want to put some water storage in. That's going to be relatively useful. Got some stuff being taken down over here. I wouldn't mind some storage. Get everything moved inside here. Just like so. And a lot of this I'm going to build to where I can connect it. A lot of this is going to be connected up, and I do want to get that control room over here. That is going to be very, very important, in my opinion. But the processing plant is probably going to be what we want to build first after we get the storage room built, just because I want this guy to be able to move this water plastic, or bioplastic, not water plastic. I don't know what I'm saying. With the amount of metal that we have, we're up to 20. I kind of want to put in another energy source. Let's see, is this one full yet? Not quite, not quite. But we might consider that very shortly. Got that. People are a little sad, but you know, hey, you're gonna have to just kind of deal, guys. Taking care of the plants. So the biologist didn't take care of any of the plants, which is kind of Strange, but hey, what you gonna do? Okay, now we have a processing plant being able to be built here. We'll come off of this one. I can still connect up there, and I can't quite connect up there, but I would like to see the command center still being able to be put in there. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Get that put in. So at night, our power is still dropping, so I probably want to put in another solar panel, as well as another energy storage. Those are going to be relatively useful. So we got 2 metal there, and then we'll take up this metal as well. Power storage is critical. We probably will lose power overnight. It's not the end of the world because we're pretty close to the end of the night. Just not generating any power at night, which is going to be tough to deal with. So we're going to have to definitely, like on the last planet, we at least used wind to offset some of our power usage at night. But during this planet, we're not going to touch wind at all. So we'll have to get to that point to where we'll be able to just have enough power storage for the entire night. Won't be too big of a deal, but we will be able to handle it. Processing plant has been fixed. Let's see. No one's carrying meals in yet. They've got some pasta. I know the biologist is probably in other areas, but I'm going to prioritize this area so that way the biologist only works in this room. I think that's relatively good to do. There we go. Now we're going to see a bioplastic and some metal right away. Get all of this built up very quickly, which makes me feel good. They're fixing the little bot outside. And I think I'm going to hold off just a little bit on any more building, just for a little bit. I didn't really put an entrance very close here, so I might... Let's see. I might just put like an outpost over here, or what do you call this thing? An airlock. Put it over here, and then put our metal in this area, and then just have to walk through there. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. So we're almost full there. All right, let's see. What else? Our power situation is actually doing fair. Oh, we're during the day. Never mind. Oh, no, we're at night. Our power situation is doing really pretty well, actually. I am happy to see that. Getting more bioplastic built, which is really good. That will help us build some more in the future. And I probably want to get a landing pad pretty darn quick, if I do say so myself. Don't want to go too crazy with it. But we do have a little bit of extra metal, which we'll be able to get stuff in. Two metal off of this. And just one metal off of this. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to connect that up. Then we're going to get this bad boy. We're actually going to take that down just for the time being until I can get that other stuff built and have everything built back up. That's the way we're going to handle that situation. Meal maker, pasta. Power storage is low, but we're going to see power starting to go back up, which is really good. Our food stocks are low, but we've got, you've got tons of food in the process of being made. So we've got that. Starting to look pretty good. Man, I love the way that planet looks. I just wish I could be able to see it. Is there anything else around? No, not really. Okay. It's good to know. Good to know. Alright, so we've got the mine up. Now we can go ahead and build that landing pad. But now we're not going to have enough metal to work that landing pad for very long. So we'll have to just watch that. We'll have to have the guys come into the mine and do a little bit of work. Our food stocks are low, I'm aware, but why is the biologist not working? You're just really unhappy, aren't you? Alright, so you're working in there. Got some bioplastics being built up. Working towards getting some metal. It's gonna be slow going, but it's gonna happen. This is our day 4, hour 19. Power storage situation is still doing pretty well. I'm happy with it, at least for the time being, right? There's some food. Get those put into the meal makers. Probably just going to be basic meals until we get a little bit of a backlog of wheat and whatnot. Little carrier bot just hanging out, not really sure what to do. I understand that, little carrier bot. I understand that. Let's get that in there, and then if I can, I'll go ahead and throw that in as well. Alright, video screen's built. Now that'll help guys get a little happier. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's see. We're almost done with our night. Our power storage did increase, or our power usage did increase quite a bit overnight, but I think we'll be okay. We'll probably run out of power once. There it went. These are turning. All systems are coming back online, which is good. So I'll probably shut this off every once in a while, but you know, who knows yet. Wow, look at that. Look at that right there. You see that? It's so pretty. Wow. This game is actually really cool. You know, is some of the graphics are that are dumbed down and whatnot, like being able to do, like, this is not a feature I take advantage of very often, but you can actually come into these rooms and check out what people are doing and whatnot, and, you know, just see everything. Kind of actually look at the biodome. I can come into the storage room and I can watch the little bot go through, or I can watch little workers go through. It's not a feature that I take advantage of a lot, but I do think it's a neat little feature. Like, we can even come in the canteen here. This guy is watching TV, trying to hide behind the meal maker, relaxing a little bit. But yeah, it adds a little bit of depth to the game, I think. Alright, so 1 ore has been moved into this system. Let's go ahead and speed time back up. A little bit more food. Now, do we have pasta being made? Yeah, we do. Awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to see, was a little bit of pasta being made. Alright, so bioplastics are on the rise. We are waiting for 3 more metal, which is good, good. This is just a slow process now. That's all it really is. It's what it's coming down to. We can't really build anything. We can't really do much, honestly, until we get some more people in. And we're going to have to kind of just wait a little bit till we get enough metal to do that. That's frankly how it's got to be. Now, I did waste a little bit by putting the airlock in here, but I mean, we could have put it the mine in over here, but they would have had such a long way to walk. So I just thought that it would be good to put it in here, and now it's just a matter of time. Honestly, it's all it is. and then we'll be hooked up and ready to go. Now, we don't have any of the workers coming over here, I guess because I made this a priority. They're not really doing much in this department, so maybe once we get 3 ores, that's when I'll kind of move everything into this being a priority. Our food stocks are low again, but hey, you know what you got to do. And I kind of wonder what condition will decay over time. We'll maintain the pack regularly to keep it in a good state. Okay. So there's no real, like, conditions that don't make this one very good. It's one thing I was curious about. We can have people cut through there, or people can cut through over there, and then can we even connect that one up? No, but we're saving this spot for our control center. That is where we're saving this spot for. Looks like we might run out of power once again tonight, but that will be okay. Okay, so there are 3 ores. Now we're going to prioritize this area. There's our structures going down. That's okay. See, every night. So I probably need to put in a little more storage and a little more solar panels, but I want to get more workers in. I want to focus this landing pad first. I think that'll be really useful. Alright, I think everything's going fairly well. Got that. We'll just get these crafted up. He's not done yet. Dang it. Where's he going? You going to fix one of our solar panels out here? That's awesome. Oh, poor little bot got hurt or just taken down a little bit. Is this his overall health, integrity, condition? Okay, yep. His integrity is what we have to worry about. He's going to put that in there, and they just ignore the little bot. Poor little bot. Oh, there you go. Adrian Santiago, thank you for your assistance. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, we got our meals in there. It's still slow going, but until we get another biologist, I don't want to do too much in that regard. So I got that taken care of. All right, so next episode we'll come back and we will finish building this landing pad and start to get some more colonists in. But for now, guys, my name is Drax. Hope you enjoyed this episode of PlanetBase. If you like the new planet, let me know, and I will see you guys tomorrow.